I'm going to invite Michelle Ladd to kind of tell us a little bit about the program. Michelle, are you there?
I'm here.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much for having me, Scott. And I just wanted to, if you don't mind, just tell Seth, thank you so much for your services to our country. I deeply respect you.
No, I appreciate that. It was truly an honor to serve my country, and honestly, it's an honor to help through this program to serve those who are continuing to serve the country and the community.
Great. Well, Michelle, so tell me, what made you decide to start a Heroes Real Estate Rebate Program?
Well, I've been in real estate for 20 years now, and 5 years ago I decided to open my own office. And I am the daughter of an Air Force lieutenant colonel, and at the time when I opened my brokerage, my son Tom was serving in the United States Marines, and he was on his second deployment to Iraq. And I decided that I wanted to do something to give back. I've always been a pay-it-forward kind of girl, and I saw so many programs out there for military discounts. And so I decided to reach out to our local veterans, and then I opened it up to the first responders and the teachers and the healthcare providers. And just as I started to do that, my second son, my youngest, went into the Navy. So I just really started to pay attention to what our military really does for us, and I just jump-started it. I got boots on the ground, and I just started visiting all the military organizations and the police departments, the fire departments, the hospitals, the schools, and just really got to know what these heroes really do for us. And every story I heard just kept pushing me more and more to give back more and more. So I started it locally, and then several years ago, I had brokers around the country, real estate brokers, asking to be part of the program. So we took it nationally. And recently, EMM came on board, and we were just so excited to have a national lender that was willing to give a $500 credit. So that's kind of how we started. And we have helped hundreds and hundreds of heroes across the country save thousands.
That's
and it's
great.
just growing every day. Our mission is to reach out to our heroes across the country. We want every one of them to realize the discounts that they receive if they go through our realtors and our lenders.
So can you give me kind of an example? Tell us about a hero client who benefited from your program that left an impression with you personally. I mean, obviously, I'm sure there's hundreds of scenarios, but you started this program a long time ago, and like you said, and you kind of answered a question I was going to ask you. This is a national program. I know you guys just kicked it off in the state of Florida here in the last year or so, and we're super excited to be involved with your program at eMortgage Management, and we're very happy to have you guys doing the program here in the state of Florida. But give me some examples. Give me some of those stories behind the program.
Okay, I will tell you, my very first wounded warrior, 21 years old, came to me. He heard about the program through the VA here locally in Rochester. And as I was writing his contract to purchase his house, he started sharing his story with me, and it just melted me. My son was actually still in Iraq when he was telling me his story, and there was a grenade thrown into the crowd of where my hero was standing, and this young man is disabled for the rest of his life. He's 100% disabled. And so that kid touched me. And then I started just reaching out more and more to the heroes. My next hero was, he's a police officer, and he's also an Air Force reservist who's been to combat twice, and he started sharing some stories with me. And so he would start referring me to the police officers here. Another story that really touched me recently is from one of my partners, realtor partners in Virginia. She actually just helped a pregnant wife and a Army, I believe he's in. He's deployed, and she actually helped them. Yeah, actually helped him purchase a home through Skype. And so while he's in Afghanistan, she helped the family purchase a home and save them thousands. And they recently had the baby, and he also has referred her to many veterans. that are in Afghanistan that are buying houses with her. So, there are literally just hundreds and hundreds, because we keep track of our lenders and realtor partners across the country, and they share those stories with us, and they're just touching. The firefighter stories, the police stories. Everyone follows me directly because I have ridden in 15 Rochester police cars. I go on their jobs with them. I ride with the firefighters. I get in the ambulances. And I share these stories with our partners across the country and our heroes across the country, because we are raising awareness to thank these heroes. And this is how we know how to do it, is through our real estate profession.
Well, Michelle, I heard something in there. This is Seth. I heard something in there as you talked about reaching out to a deployed active duty military and a realtor using the tools that are available to them through technology, through Skype, and just through cellular technology and things of that nature, to be able to reach out to them and be able to facilitate that deployed soldier being able to be part of the process with his spouse, who, and having been deployed overseas, I can tell you this much. I can't tell you enough from being having been a soldier myself, how incredibly disconnected and how difficult it is to be disconnected from your loved ones like that, especially your spouse, your kids. It's a difficult time, and I personally know guys who had wives who were 7-8 months pregnant when we were deployed, and so it boils down to be able to utilize that technology and to actively be involved and to be able to be literally half a world away. That's amazing. That's amazing stuff right there.
It is truly amazing. I actually had a Army soldier purchase his house with me while he was in Iraq, and he actually made me power of attorney because he was single, and sent me $13,000 to help him purchase his home sight unseen while he was in Iraq.
He must have really trusted you.
He did. He really trusted me, but that's who I am, and everybody knows it. So it went off very well.
That's fantastic. So real quick, back to some of the basics of the program. This program is just available for home buyers or sellers as well?
It's also for home sellers. So what the realtor will do is they'll actually discount their commission by a full 25%. And it's also for refinances. Even though a realtor is not involved in refinancing, we want our heroes to save every penny when they refinance their home too.
Absolutely, and we're there to help them with that. And if they have any information, as always, they can find us at tampabay.emmloans.com. So tell me a little bit about, what advice you would give a hero looking for the program, or how can they find the realtors or vendors involved with HHA?
Well, we are doing a lot of promotion to many different hero organizations throughout the country, social networking, as well as touching base with local departments and hospitals and military bases. And we're trying to let every hero in the country know about our program. All they have to do is register right online. On the front page, there's a contact form. They just fill out the contact form. And then once we've received the contact information, they can either call or go on to heroesfromadvantage.com. We take in the hero lead, and then we send it out to our EMM as well as our realtor to save them thousands. There's absolutely no forms. There's no red tape. There's no fee. It's our way of saying thank you.
So no money involved, no fees involved.
No money involved.
Not a bunch of
nothing.
Now, I can't say the same for us. When you come to us to do a mortgage, unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of paperwork involved. That's just the nature of our industry. But with Heroes Home Advantage, they don't have to fill out, a long application or anything like that. The process to me sounds pretty simple. They go to the website, find the vendors that are available, and go to work.
And what was that website again, Michelle?
It's heroeshomeadvantage.com.
So all one word, .com.
All one word.
That's great.
And
well,
we also have a 888 number, and it's 888-452-9995.
That's great. That's great. Well, number one, Michelle, I want to thank you for coming on the call with us today. I think what you guys are doing is phenomenal. I know here in our market, we're a little specialized. Obviously, everybody has police officers and firefighters and school teachers and healthcare workers in their market. We have a large military presence here as well, with MacDill Air Force Base being right in our backyard. You know, of course, we're by the water, so we've got a lot of Coast Guard, Navy, and other presences as well. So thank you for coming on with us today.
And I just wanted to say thank you very much also, Michelle. We appreciate the opportunity to participate.
Well, I appreciate it, and I want to thank EMM for the trust that they placed in our company to help us reach out to these heroes, because they're saving thousands with you guys.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming on the call today, and I'm sure we'll be doing a lot of business moving forward.